Hey guys, excuse me, it is me again. Today is Thursday, May 2nd. Makes it day 122 on our Daily Bread Project 2013. Guys, again, I'm sorry. That's what I was just looking at. For looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like about 6 days since I've been here. Guys, as always, I'm sorry for that. I do want to thank you guys that have emailed. You guys that emailed me, messaged me through YouTube. I've had both ways. Excuse me. I do want to thank you guys for doing that. I've had 3 or 4 guys actually do that, showing concern for me. So I want to thank you all for that. Guys, just to be honest about it, it's one of those deals. It's a combination of things. I've had so many screwy things happen, and matter of fact, I was talking to Brother Ed of the North about it. I can remember we were talking in a message, in a YouTube message. He sent me a message through YouTube, and I can remember telling him that I've had so many crazy things, and just one thing after another happened to me that it kind of made me a little bit embarrassed to get on here and like make a video that night maybe to tell this stuff, because it's been so much. I mean, there's been so much that to be honest, I kind of felt like you guys wouldn't believe me, and I just so to be honest, I've had a day or two I just got to the point and said, what's the use, I mean, like my mom's always said, she's always said, whether it was with school, how what kids are with going to school, or going to church or anything, you miss a day, you miss 2 days, you miss 3 days, every day you miss, it makes it easier to miss that next day, because it's like you're getting further away from it, you're getting further disconnected from it. And I've seen that true with school, I've seen it true with church, back in the day when I actually could miss. You know, you miss one Sunday because of something, because of whatever reason, and next Sunday you're like, oh, I didn't go last Sunday, and if I go this Sunday, people are going to be wondering where I was at, and they're going to ask me questions, and it's going to be aggravating. So I'm just not going to go today. I'll deal with it next week. And then next week it's the same thing. It's except it's worse. So I mean, like I said, guys, it's been a combination of things. Like I told Ed, I'm not gonna lie, I've missed a couple of nights because of my girlfriend. I think I told you guys about the night we went out and eat and we got food poisoned. Uh, she actually got sick the first night. I didn't get sick till the next night, but I kind of trying to take care of her and get her home and all that. Knocked me out the first night. Then I was sick the second night. I've had that happen. The last, what's today, Thursday? 3 days. I've been sick in my stomach again, kind of like the food poisoning deal, except it wasn't. I mean, it's been something else. Me and Mom both have had it. We've both had without getting too vulgar, we've had the diarrhea and a little bit of vomiting and stuff. I've had the flu. I went to the doctor over that. I had the actual flu. I've had all these things happen. I've had computer problems. This computer has crashed again. I had one night that the computer would work, but the webcam wouldn't work. I mean, it's been one thing after another, guys. I mean, to be honest, it's the devil has hit me so hard. I guess it's the devil. I mean, it does kind of make me feel good that he's awful hard after me over something. Because it's been one thing after another. I really need 2 new computers. This computer is going on 10 years old. That computer laying over there, the one making all the noise, that one's just 2 or 3 years old, but it's got viruses in it, and I just, I've got a lot of stuff on that computer that, I need to take it to a computer guy because I've run every antivirus and everything in the world on it, and it won't fix it. But every computer guy around here, I guess just to make it quick and easy for them, they want to just take the computer and say, oh, I can't do nothing with it, so I have to wipe it. And they basically, they take it down to nothing. They take it down and clear everything out of it, and you know, put a new copy of Windows 7 or whatever's in it, and just bring it all back up. But you lose everything that you've got in it. You know, you lose your videos, you lose your pictures, you lose your music, you lose all your different shortcuts to stuff. And you know, I've been told that that's just computer guys being lazy, that most of the time they can get the viruses and things out of them and get them fixed without that. It's just quicker and easier for them to do that. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but I've been told by 2 or 3 people that, you know, we're kind of into computers and stuff, that, you know, if you take it to them and they just, you know, they call you back that day or that evening or even the next day and just say, oh, I'm going to have to wipe it. I can't, it's in too deep. I can't get it out. They're just being lazy and they're just wanting to make quick, easy money. So I don't know if that's it or not, but regardless, I don't want to take, that's the reason, you know, I would have had the computer took somewhere. Plus, I live out in the middle of the sticks, you know. There's not a computer guy on every corner like there are in most places, you know. I mean, we've got a couple guys, but, you know, it's you know, one of those deals. So, what else? Well, like I say, guys, I've been busy. You know, I have been busy. Between my doing stuff at night, I've been doing a lot of starters, rebuilding starters, doing a lot of carburetors, which I know I told you guys that before. You know, the church stuff. And this time of year, I'm getting, just to be honest about it, it's getting motorcycle riding season, and a lot of these motorcycle guys that I've not heard from in a long time are now starting to bother. You know, well, I say bother. I guess I might as well finish it because I guess that's the way I feel. Just like right now, my phone going off, my phone telling me I got a text message. That's not my girlfriend. I know it's not. She's at home in the bed. I talked to her a few minutes ago. I've had 3 different guys this evening texting me, you know, just aggravating me over silly stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just saying, guys, you know, I've been busy. And I've probably, you know, on a few occasions, I've probably let the devil talk me into just, I don't fool with it tonight. You know, you'll do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow. It's too late. You know, you'll get in late. You need to rest. You need to get in the bed. You know, don't spend that extra 30 or 40 minutes or an hour that it takes to make that video or whatever. So, anyway, guys, I'm sorry for not being here. Pray for me. Pray that I can get back onto a steady schedule on this thing. And pray, just to be honest about it, guys, probably the biggest thing, you know, while I'm being honest, I guess it just feels like, especially since I've been doing this for so long. I mean, I've been doing this now for, what, 3 years? 3 years straight? At least 3 years. You know, I don't have the viewers that I used to have, and that may be because of my missing and all that, but, you know, I don't have the views, I don't have the viewers, I don't have the comments. Just to be honest about it, sometimes I let the devil get to me when he says, you know, what's the use in it? You've got these same 3 or 4 guys watching every night, or 10 guys, let's say 10 views or whatever I'm getting. Only 2 or 3 of them are commenting. Nobody's getting nothing out of this, you know. It's you know, what's the use in doing it? I mean, that's just the truth. The devil tells us that, and sometimes we listen to him. So, pray for me, guys. Pray that, you know, that I can see that, you know, it is still worth doing, you know. On that note, I got to brag on the Lord. At church last night at Bible study, had the biggest crowd that we've ever had since I've been at the church. And I'm not going to tell you how many people that was because it's still just a handful. But it's the biggest crowd we've ever had on a Wednesday night. And I was tickled to death with that. Had a really good time. Feel the Spirit of the Lord. You know, getting in His Word, praying for people. Had a really good time. So I'm tickled with that. So anyway, guys, I got to hurry up here because, you know, I'm still kind of used to back when, I don't know what the deal is, but YouTube is not letting everybody upload 15-minute plus videos anymore. You know, I used to have a thing every time I uploaded one, it told me that congratulations, you can upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I don't know if it's where I've not been monetizing my vids. I still can. I mean, I've still got the option to do it. I've not been. I don't know if it's got something to do with that, or they've cut everybody down, or some people, or I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, I'm going to get in that, guys. I got to hurry. So, Genesis chapter 5, starting in verse 28, here we go. And Lamech lived 182 years and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed. And Lamech lived after he begat Noah 595 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 707 and 7 years, and he died. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And yes, guys, this is the Noah that you're thinking about. Let's go on to chapter 6 here real quick, verse 1. It says, And it came to pass, when man began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. This, of course, guys, is when God lowered the age of man down. You know, after this, we don't see because of the evil, because of men being evil, because of these things that were happening on the earth. God says, I'm not going to let you live to be 800, 900 years old anymore. You know, I'm sorry. So this is where we see it. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Of course, guys, this is talking about the angels that came to earth, fallen angels that mated with women, had giants. That, of course, is where Goliath came from. You know, he was a race of giants again. So much dirt, so much filth, so much corruption on the earth. God said, that's enough. As we're going to read in verse 5 here, And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Guys, it's saying right here that the Lord was sorry that he even made man. And I'll just be honest, I think he's about to get that way again. I think that it's just about to wind up to where he's going to say, this is it. I can't take any more. You know, something's got to be done. You know. I think most of us are sensing that. And it could be, before I finish this video, it could be another 6 months, a year, 2 years, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years, 200 years. But, you know, in God's time, even 200 years is close. Even you know, 200 years is like that to God. So, you know, to us, what could still be we could still have a long time left to us, but it's still just a breath away to God. And I'm not saying that we do. I'm just saying that we could. You never know. We don't, you know. God tells us not to even, he says, don't even try to figure out when I'm going to end everything, because nobody knows. Nobody knows but me. Even Jesus, even the Son, when he was on the earth, didn't know. You know, because he was in flesh. So anyway, God was grieved that he even made man. We'll read verse 7 and we'll quit. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. So anyway, guys, we're getting into good stuff here. We're going to continue in verse 8. Good Lord willing, guys, tomorrow night. Guys, again, I love you all. Thanks for being here. You guys that are so faithful. You guys that have you know, got up with me. You guys that have emailed and texted and that kind of deal. Or texted. Messaged me is what I meant. So anyway, guys, I love you all for being here. Good Lord willing, I'll be here tomorrow night, guys. Until I see you all again, good night, and God bless.